Good morning, guys. Today you are going to get to do an erosion experiment outside. And I know it's kind of a yucky day and rainy, and that's perfect for an erosion experiment, okay? So you're going to have to make 3 different spaces outside on slopes. Slopes are hills, so they have to have an incline or a decline. It can be really steep or really subtle, but it has to be 3 slopes that are pretty much sloping at about the same steepness, okay? They can be big, like as big as you, or they can be really small. I'll show you the size of mine. So you have to make 3. One of them is going to be just dirt. So what I did is I used a spoon and I just scraped away the plants that were living in this space, and this is my slope that is just dirt. One of them is sticks and rocks. So this is my slope that is sticks and rocks. And then you need a third one to come over here that is covered in plants. This is my one that's covered in plants, and the plants are actually living on it. So you're not just taking plants and putting them on the dirt. You actually have to find a space where there's plants living on the slope, okay? So you may have to have your spaces not right next to each other in order to figure it out. Then what you need to do is you're going to do an erosion experiment. You want to see how well each space can really hold its own materials. Because if it erodes, which means the materials wash away, then you are creating erosion. Okay? So I want you to predict before you do the experiment. You're going to predict what you think will happen when a whole bunch of water flows down each slope. Okay? So you may get lucky today and it might rain, and you'll get to see what actually happens in each one. So really pay attention after you make one of what it looks like. Then, if it's not raining, or even if it is raining, get yourself some water, like a big pail of water or a bucket. Pour it down each slope. I'm not going to do it for you because I don't want it to show you what will happen. I want you to see what will happen. You may have to refill your bucket or your pail and pour the water from the top so that it flows down each slope. Really observe what happens to the materials that are there, so the rocks and the sticks or the dirt or the plants, and take note of that in your brain. And then you're going to tell me on Seesaw. You can either draw a picture of what happened for each one, or and put some text boxes with notes, or you can make a video showing me what happens and talking about it, or you can just write a paragraph saying what happened to each slope. Okay, and then we will talk about this next week and really put together all the data that all of us collected and talk more about erosion. So good luck.